A local nonprofit is helping former Texas inmates become entrepreneurs by partnering them with local businesses to get mentoring.
The program's goal is to help them become their own bosses and keep them from going back to prison. Aniela Ruiz explains how it works.
Michael Galloway was supposed to be just another statistic.
I'd been in trouble since I was, 12 years old.
When he turned 21, he was charged with criminally negligent homicide.
I accidentally killed one of my best friends.
Michael says he was trying to unload a pistol when he accidentally let go of the hammer and the bullet killed his friend. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison.
I didn't feel like I was going to get out of there.
But his whole life was changed 3 years before the end of his sentence. He was contacted to join a nonprofit called Prison Entrepreneurship.
We use the vehicle of entrepreneurship to foster change in the prison population.
Bryan Kelley, the CEO, says for 18 years his nonprofit has offered inmates in the state of Texas an opportunity for a fresh start while they're in prison. And along the way, they partner them with successful business people to help mentor them.
Education be damned. If you want something, just go learn about it, do what you need to do, and make it happen.
About 60% of the men in their program are violent offenders, with 40% of those having had a prior criminal history. And they say they have a 7.5% recidivism rate. Bryan, the CEO himself, is a success story.
I was just in a desperate state, and I didn't know how to turn things around.
He was convicted with murder and served 22 years in prison. And although he knows it might be difficult for some of the victims' families to see them out of prison living their life,
It's in everybody's best interest if somebody who has caused harm and hurt to redirect those energies. We want to stop that cycle of poverty and crime. We don't want to have our graduates reoffend.
Something Mike says he doesn't take very lightly.
One of the biggest things that I struggled with was that I knew that my friend was no longer here. Like, he doesn't get to be here to have a family. I needed to honor his life by how I lived out the rest of mine. And so I took that to heart.
The program does not take sex offenders. So far, they've helped start over 600 businesses. For more details, you can head to our website at KHOU.com. Aniela Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.